Alright, hey guys, it's Maddie. I'm here with another story time, and this story time is about my first ever horse show that I went to. No, it's not like going to like fun shows where it's just for fun and it's just for practice for that upcoming season. No, I'm not doing that. Not talking about those, but those were not stressful. But yes, so my first ever horse show was it was Father's Day weekend in June of 2015. So that's when I had my first horse show. And my first horse show was on a horse named Ellie. And she was this beautiful gray mare who doesn't like to say clean. But yeah, so my first ever horse show on her, riding her, I did intro. So the discipline that I have ridden or rode for a long time. I want to say something about I started when I was like 7th grade maybe. I started riding Western and then I went to dressage. Dressage is, especially when you get up into higher level stuff, it makes the sport makes look like you're actually having the horse dance. Especially if you do like musical freestyle and you like put music with it. So I did intro test A. So I did that and we ended up placing first in our class. We didn't do intro test B or intro test C for the 17 and for the youth division. We didn't do that. We just strictly did test A. We didn't do any of the flat classes. Yeah, so events leading up to the show, I want to say like a couple weeks, I learned the test, I want to say a week before I competed it. I missed the first 2 shows of the season. I don't know why, I just missed the first 2 shows of the season. I'm just wondering if it was me due to lack of riding for over the winter. I think that season we didn't have that harsh of a winter compared to the year before. The winter 2013 into 2014 was really harsh. We had like 4 days where we went in, like where we had like really bad cold snaps. It was not as bad as the winter of 2019 where we had like a week of it. That's a story for a different time. Yeah, and so I really didn't have a chance to ride much that winter, and I just had a hard time getting out too. And then I had like other things like leading up to it, but getting closer to the show, I felt nervous. Like I felt scared. Like to be honest with you, I didn't want to go. Looking back on it now, like I didn't want to go. But did it anyways. I went anyways. It was, to me, scoring wise is still confusing. I have now since left the farm I was at to focus more on school and have more time to be at the store and get an opportunity to work with children, so that's why I had left. People may say that I left on like different circumstances, but no, actually I left to, there was like other things that were going on. But yeah, so the show itself went really well. and it was hard. But the judge had some encouraging words that I had used for the next show, which was, I want to say less than a month from the Father's Day weekend horse show. And I was looking forward to going back to this particular barn the following season, but they didn't have a horse show that weekend. They didn't have a horse show that season, and they had a horse show last season, but I didn't go because I wasn't ready. Yeah, season 2019, they didn't have a show, and I think they canceled their show for this year, so and like I said, I'm not riding right now due to personal reasons, and being in school. So I hope you guys liked the video. I think I'm skipping over parts, but like I can't like think of like all what happened. Yeah. So I hope you liked this video. You guys have a great night.